we're back. Let's get some stuff done. Great day to get back to filming. If I had a penny for every time that I've tried to record this video. Hey you guys, welcome back once again to the channel, to the vlog. As always, we will catch up as the day goes, but right now, let's get started on some body scrubs. I have a busy day. There's a lot going on at the minute, so we're just gonna jump right in. We will chat as I get some things done. Just like that, this first batch, or I guess the only batch of scrubs that I'm making today, is ready for the heat. Those are going to be on the heat for a bit, so this gives me some time to catch up on some admin things and with you guys. So I was right in the middle of filming a new vlog for you guys, kind of right after the most recent one that I posted. Was that 2 months ago? I got the news that my grandma had passed away. Now she lived a long, full, thriving 97 years. It's wild how even though we were logically prepared, that's not the same thing at all as being like mentally and emotionally prepared for the loss, you know? I used to think it was kind of like the cliche response that you're supposed to give when someone tells you that they're sorry for your loss and you respond with some version of they're in a better place and I'm happy that they aren't suffering anymore and all of that. But now I truly get it. I understand. All of that is true. I thought I would be okay because again, we were prepared. We had a heads up that this was coming, but I was not. And it hit me in waves that I was not prepared for. Long story short, I needed time to just kind of sit because every time that I tried to pick up the camera again and film, I felt off or it felt wrong or there are more important things. All of that would pop into my head and I couldn't even get through sentences or even have the desire to be productive, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. This is actually my first day back in the studio making products since whenever it was last that you saw me on camera do it. Because thankfully, I did so much back then that my inventory has been in a pretty good spot. It still is right now. So I didn't need to make anything to keep up with the 2 or 3 markets that I've done in the time that I haven't been on camera. That helped me a lot to be able to stay current with what I had scheduled while also not having to really be in here and buckle down and do the work. So if you're subscribed to my email list, I know you've seen that I have not sent out an email. And of course, if you are subscribed over here, I know you've seen that I've been MIA from the channel for a bit. I'm trying to slowly get back into it. I have to give like a massive shout out to everybody who has ordered on my site in the last 2 months or so. The ping of excitement and like jolt of energy that I get every single time I get an order directly on my site from someone who doesn't live anywhere near where I am really helps to feed this hole. So I appreciate all of you guys. I've been able to keep that going again just because I have a good amount of stock here in the studio. So everyone who's placed an order, I hope all of you have gotten everything, it arrived safely, and you're loving everything. And thank you so much for being a very bright side of some dark days recently. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We are going to press ahead and get the day going. If you're new here, this is an unfortunate start to our relationship, but a start nonetheless. So thank you for being here. I'm Victoria, and this is my small bath and body care brand, Renascential. Let's get some stuff done. I think I'm going to give you guys a few more of these like shorter videos of me getting things done as I try to catch up and get consistent again over here. Thank you guys for rocking with me and for being patient with me and for your DMs checking in on me. It means the world that you guys like noticed the absence and thought to reach out and ask how I'm doing and things like that. So this corner of the internet that we're building is by far my favorite, and you guys are the best. So thank you, thank you. Like I said earlier, I have a lot to get done. I have a huge market on Saturday that I've been pretty excited about, and I wanted to give you guys a break from market vlogs because I think the last 3 that I posted are all market related videos. And while I love them and love sharing them with you guys, I also don't want to keep drowning you in the same content. So I will film that video, that market, coming up this Saturday for you guys because it's, I think, a great one to show you, but I want to make sure I give you something in the in-between as well. So like I said, day in the life vlogs, I have a lot of catching up to do in here. I need to clean this place. I need to get some better organization so that my brain can work better. You guys know me and the type A-ness that I can display. So as you saw, we have 4 batches of body scrub on the heat melting down right now. I actually already have a good amount of my dark pomegranate and vanilla oak scents done and ready to go, jarred up, everything. So right now I'm working on black amber and lavender, cashmere and silk, pink sugar, and white tea and bergamot. Those are the 4 that are in progress, and these are simple enough to make that getting it done first thing this morning is perfect. Behind me, you can't really see it because the background's kind of bright, but yesterday was actually my first full day back in the studio, and it was not a good day. Every single time that I take a break from making products, when I get back in here and I'm formulating again, something dumb always happens, and it's always my fault. I just did my math incorrectly and ended up with batches of product that are too big for the beakers that I have available to me. About halfway through making my body washes, I realized that the largest beaker size I have, 3,000 milliliters, is in fact too small for the 4,000 gram batch that I was working on. I needed to set those to the side, order some new 5,000 milliliter beakers from Amazon that should be getting here at any minute. And that's me speaking like very hopefully. I'm hoping they get here sooner today than later. Until they get here, those are safe to just be kind of covered and sitting off to the side. Luckily, I hadn't combined the water and oil phases because again, I can't even fit it all into the beaker. So it's sitting off to the side. And once those beakers get here, I'll be able to sanitize them and use them for those batches. Thank goodness. Everything's fine. Body wash is coming soon. You can sign up for email or text notifications when products come back in stock. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do and hop on the wait list if there is one. I can see who signed up and how many of you are signed up. And once again, you guys are awesome. Now that I have some larger beakers, I'll be able to make them in bigger batches, which is awesome. I truly need to get even bigger beaker sizes than the 5,000 milliliter ones that are coming today, because if I could make about 10 bottles of these in each scent every batch, that's absolutely needed, because the second I put them back online, you guys sell them out. And then I need to reserve some for my markets so that my beautiful new wooden stand that I use for those and the net sponges isn't completely empty out of markets. Managing the inventory for these has been, you know, a great problem to have, but a problem nonetheless. So many of you want the white tea and bergamot body wash that it's like kind of overwhelming in a good way. I think the last thing that I need to make this week is a few batches of bath salts, because I have none stocked here at the studio, and I think I only have like one of each available in my market inventory. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm actually going to lock in that decision. That'll happen in the next vlog. I also have one completely unrelated but fun appointment today that I can't wait for. You guys will see the aftermath of that. Great day to get back to filming. I have some admin things I need to get done. There's so much to do. So I'm going to work on that and keep an eye on the scrubs that are on the heat. I'll bring those in and I'll see you guys as soon as I'm ready to finish up those batches. Gosh, I feel like I just rambled for so long. I hope some of that was coherent. Yep. The good news is those have melted down evenly. They're looking great. The bad news is the temperature on them hasn't come down enough for me to add in the cool down ingredients and the sugar. And I actually need to leave here for a quick appointment. So that's bad news, because I'm probably going to need to lightly heat them up again when I get back from my appointment. I'll give them a quick stir right before I leave here. I have about 10 to 15 minutes of wiggle room. If they still haven't come down, I am going to have to reheat them a bit. Luckily, those cool down ingredients aren't in there yet, so I'm able to just reheat it. It's just the oil phase. I'm going to head out of here for this appointment, and I will see you guys when I get back, and you'll see exactly what the appointment was. And we're back, and so is the bob. Just a second for the hair. Thank you very much. Let's put it up in a ponytail and get back to work. I actually have been home for just a little bit, basically just enough time to remelt this oil phase of all of my scrub batches. I'm about to get a little sciencey with you, but if you make bath and body care products, I'm sure you know, the oil phase needed to be completely melted down, and in the time that I was gone, they all re-solidified. There's no water phase ingredients in this current phase, so reheating it didn't break the emulsion or any of that jazz. They're all reheated. They just need to get within the right temperature range for me to add in the cool down ingredients and then the sugar after that, and then these are done. So this one, as you can see, I took them off the heat at different times, so they're all at different stages of cooling down. So if this one's cool enough, then I can go ahead and get started. If not, I'll find something else to do. Sure enough, I will need to find something else to do. This still needs to come down about 10 degrees or so. Off camera, I've actually been adding little holes to the bags that I put my African nut sponges in. I haven't shown you guys the new bags that I use. I'll show you the old ones that I had and the new ones that I use now. I love them. I think they look so good, and same labels, but let me take you guys over here. Okie dokie. So these are the original old bags that I used to use for my African nut sponges. As you can see, there's all this extra space up here, but I loved that it's a frosted bag. That's always what I kind of wanted for the look of these. Something that was clear so you can still see the nut sponge through it, but frosted so that you can actually read the label, and I just think it looks good from far away. You can kind of just like see the color peeking through. The size of these wasn't working for me, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but they get a little like wrinkled the more that they're kind of handled, you know? And I really wanted these bags to be something that people will hold on to and reuse, especially if they're traveling, or I don't know, like they're gonna pack one up up and bring it with them somewhere else. I guess that's the same thing as traveling, huh? Well, so these bags were good to start, but I always knew that I wanted to upgrade them and get something even better. Enter something better. These are the new bags that I use, which right off the bat, you can see it fits the product better. It's all the way here at the top. It's clear on the front, so you can just truly see through it. And then that frosted look on the back where it has the information label about how to use and how to care for the product. Let me show you up close. Okay, that's a pretty good representation of what this orange color actually looks like in case you guys are interested. As I said, it's completely transparent and clear on the front, whereas on the back you get that frosted color again, and this is where the information label is. I really love these because it has a flat bottom, so they can actually sit upright on their own, whereas this one didn't really do that well, as you can see. So displayed on my tall wooden display, it worked because I could lean it against the back on each shelf, but this one can actually now like hold its own. I just love them. I think they look so good. Also, because it's smaller, it fits better into my envelopes that I ship them with. So if you order 1 or 2 African net sponges, it typically would get sent in one of these envelopes with my label, my logo stamped here on the front, and I can perfectly fit 2 of them inside the envelope. Perfect. Once you get 3 or more, I'll then upgrade to a box and ship it that way. But this has been working really well, and I just think they look a little bit more premium. I have one more idea for how I want to scale up these bags and make it even more, you know, bespoke for Renascential, but that will come in time. You know, I love that I'm still in the growing phase and I can slowly upgrade things about the business, and every little change matters. Every change took a lot of thought and planning, and this is one step closer to the vision that I had for these. One thing to note is that when I get these, there's no ventilation hole punched into them. These actually did have that. I don't know if you can see that, but down here in the corner, there's a hole through the front and the back of the pouch. So air can kind of flow through, which is perfect for a product like this. Even though African net sponges completely dry between each use, you wouldn't want to use it and have it completely wet and then immediately put it inside a sealed envelope or even a vented one, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. But you know, sometimes you're rushing, times are tough, and you immediately, like, let's say you're heading to the airport, take a shower first thing in the morning, and then you have to bring your net sponge with you, obviously. So give it a good wring. And again, these don't really absorb water, but I do still like to squeeze it a little bit. Give it a good wring out, and then you can throw it in here, and this ventilation hole will help some air get in there and hopefully dry it out as you're traveling. As long as it's in a bag, that can also get airflow to it. You guys understand. I really don't have to be this specific, do I? Because these don't come with the hole, I do that manually with one of these. So that's what I've been doing over here, and what I'm going to continue doing as that first batch of scrubs comes down for the next 10-15 minutes. What I usually do is open it up, because of course the zipper is on one side. So I open it up, and then I just use this hole punch. It's like a standard hole size, nothing serious, and punch right there in the top corner, and now there's a hole. So I've already gotten through 50 of these. I'm gonna try to bust out the other 50. So I'll have 100 bags when I'm done with this step. I think so deeply about everything that every business owner is doing, because like, little do you know that when you buy one of my African net sponges, I spend about 30 minutes sitting here punching out holes. It's all for the greater good of Renascential. No matter how tedious and small the task is, it makes a difference to the brand. All done. So the market that I have this weekend is in Charlotte, and I haven't been back there for this market since November last year. I'm pretty sure it was November, maybe December. I think I actually did do a December like holiday market out there. You guys know I launched the net sponges and the body washes Black Friday last year, or was it like Small Business Saturday? It was Small Business Saturday last year that I launched those. And it was my first time having the new stand out there, those two products, and they sold so well and I didn't see it coming. And basically I didn't have nearly enough product. Like I sold out of both within 2 hours of the market, and it was a 5-hour market. So I'm going prepared today because Charlotte loves small business and I love them right back. So making sure I bring a ton of these. This gives me 132 bags and I definitely have a lot of sponges left. I actually got another shipment of them not too long ago and I haven't gone through that inventory yet just to confirm, you know, do my quality inspection and then add the inventory to the store. So if any of you are interested in African net sponges, check the site now because by the time this goes up, I've definitely updated my site with all of the new stock amounts. So I'm waiting for you. Let me see if that first batch is ready for me because that would be convenient. Fingers crossed. Perfect. Okay, this is indeed ready for me to go ahead and add those last few ingredients to. This one's almost ready, and then these two are a bit further away. They're at like 125 degrees or so. I like to let it get under 100. I'm gonna start with this one and go ahead and add in the fragrance, the preservative, and the color. What scents am I making? I just forgot that quickly. Okay, everything besides dark pomegranate and vanilla oak. That went really smoothly. One after another, they just cooled down in perfect timing for me to just keep rolling. Love when that happens. Sugar, and then these are all done. I hope I can fit all the sugar inside here. I think if you guys saw my last vlog, I had to end up splitting the batch of, I think it was the dark pomegranate, because I didn't actually have enough room in this measuring cup thing. I truly just need to like overhaul all of my manufacturing materials and supplies because it's about time that, you know, I'm able to make like big batches of stuff. I do, in fact, need to get more sugar, but I was able to put some in all of these. This only needs like a little bit more. These two need a little bit more than that. I don't know why I even took the time to say that. What a waste of a sentence. Long story short, I need to get more sugar, but I'm glad that there's already some in all 4 of these because I'm wrapping it up. I'm beat for the day. So I'm just gonna mix these in and then they'll be good enough to sit until tomorrow. I'll get more sugar and top them all off. Better than having to go out now tonight. Say it every time, but if you can't afford a gym membership, mix giant batches of body scrub. Biceps are on fire. And I can't even switch hands because I'm useless on the left side. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. It's almost embarrassing. I played Division I athletics in college, and here I am struggling to stir some body scrub. Girl, get in a gym. Ouch. Lock in, get this done. Done. Oh my gosh. Okay, these babies are good for the night, and to be completely honest with you, so am I. I'm gonna wrap it up in here for the day. I'm just gonna let them cool down for a little bit before I put the caps on all of them and let them sit overnight. I will add the remaining sugar to these three here. The black amber is good to go, but these three, I'll put the last bit of sugar in those, and then I can start jarring them. Tomorrow's a body wash day. I actually had every intention of closing out this vlog here. My intention was to do a few shorter vlogs so that I can just get back up and running with you guys, but 2 days isn't bad. So instead of a 1-day vlog, we'll do a 2. It's just good to be back on camera. I missed you guys. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early. I was about to say, hope you guys have a good evening, but this is in the past. So hope you guys are having a great day whenever you're watching this. See you tomorrow. Good morning, friends. All right, I'm all set up. I'm about to jump back into these body washes. I started a batch of body washes yesterday morning. Time doesn't exist, it doesn't really matter. I started this batch and then I realized that these 3,000 milliliter sized beakers that I have were currently the biggest ones that I owned. That's not even enough space to put the entirety of the water phase that I need in each of these in here. Again, to get a little sciencey for those who don't make bath and body care, when you're making certain products that require an emulsion, which is when you combine oil and water, you need to separate the phases and heat them separately. And then you combine them, blend them at a high shear, and that's what gets it all to combine so that you don't get that separation in water and oil. If you make bath and body care, I know you're in there right now, like, yes, exactly. This water phase is also separated from the oil phase of each of these. These three are a different size than this batch. So these are all the same size batch. This one is a bit less. As I was sectioning or pouring in ingredients into these water phases of each of these batches the other day, I realized that if I add the last 2 ingredients that I need in these before they then go to the heat, there's not enough room in the beaker, which is problematic for 2 reasons. Obviously, because it would overflow, but also if it's already too small, there is no room to then add in my oil phase. Once everything melts down, there still needs to be room in the beakers. Did I use enough words? Are we all caught up? Problem solving, Victoria got to work. And this is typically when I end up making bigger purchases for my brand. It's usually when I'm in a state of panic. I've been wanting to invest in these bigger beakers for a minute now. This is 5,000 milliliters, but I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. It wasn't even that much of an investment either. I don't know why I'm like this. Somebody help. First step right now is that I need to transfer everything in these 3 batches of body wash into this bigger 5,000 milliliter. That way there's actually room for me to then add in the last 2 ingredients that are needed and melt them down and yada, yada, yada. I'm just quickly giving it a stir to make sure everything that's been kind of sitting is well combined. That looks well mixed to me. This is going to look very scary to you guys, but I promise I have strong hands and everything is okay. That's a little bit of reassurance for myself as well. I need to prevent as many bubbles as possible from forming in this. When you're making body wash, you don't want to foam it up too much because of the surfactants in here, which is what causes the lather, you know? You don't want that to foam up a lot while you're in the process of formulation. So I need to pour this at like an angle. You know how you kind of pour a can of like ginger ale or soda in general into a cup and it fizzes up? That's what I'm avoiding. So you hold it at an angle and hopefully it comes out a bit smoother. So everyone hold your breath. I'm not feeling very confident. Easy. I did get some bubbles, but not nearly as many as I would have when done. Can we look at the difference in the beaker size already? This is the 5,000 compared to the 3,000. This is wonderful. I can now make bigger batches of my body washes and my body creams because I also make those in large beakers like this. Everything just scaled up a bit, guys. All right, let's repeat that process 2 more times. Now that execution was even better. Not too shabby, Victoria. All right, this batch was actually fine. I'm just going to give it a quick mix so that it's combined like the other ones are, but then it can actually stay right in this beaker. Okay, now that I have fixed that error, I can actually add the last 2 ingredients that all these batches need. Where is my respirator? One of said ingredients will absolutely tear your lungs up if you breathe it in. So, respirator on hand and ready to go. There's a wasp so big outside that it's causing a shadow in here that genuinely just scared me. It's right outside my garage door. I almost jumped and everything. Oh my gosh. All right, I cannot be picking these up with one hand. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was a perfect pour. I got distracted, kind of zoned out. And when I looked down, I had like the smallest window of time to stop pouring before I would have had too much of this ingredient. And it was a perfect pour, like to the decimal. It's time. Can you guys even hear me? We've done it. I'm just going to give these a quick stir and then add in one more ingredient. The only thing I'm not making this week is body cream because I have a good amount of those already. That's awesome because this is my last manufacturing formulation day of the week. I plan to take July and August a little light. These body washes and my body scrubs both have that base of shea butter. The body creams do as well, but I don't have an issue with those melting down in the summer heat. The body washes, I've noticed if it's hot outside, they get a little runny inside the bottle, and then once they're in room temperature, they thick it back up, everything's fine. Just for selling purposes, I don't love that. So I toyed with the idea of just not selling those products in person during the summer. But again, so many people discover my products at these markets. I just don't like the idea of people not being able to actually see it in person. Like if you're at a market and I tell you, oh, I don't have it, but if you like this scent, I have it in those products too. I could do that. Maybe one day I will. Right now, it just makes a little bit more sense to me to just maybe scale back on the markets, because also I don't want to sit in the heat. I don't want to do it anyway. I'd rather refocus my time. I told you guys about how I'm kind of rethinking my market strategy this year and being a bit smarter with my time and my energy. And the summer markets, y'all can have it. I'm gonna take a break and just refocus that time into marketing and other things that I can do here instead of needing to be on the front lines. Okay, those are all on the heat and they're going to take some time. That's one thing about this formula. It takes a good minute to heat up and like melt down on the stove. So I'm gonna let those do their thing for a bit. I need to make some bath salts, but before I start that, I just need to eat some breakfast. So that's actually what I'm gonna do now. Go ahead and eat, and then I'll catch you guys back here as soon as I'm ready to get started with the salts. Okay, so I did get started with the bath salts. Forgot to press play, but I do need to keep moving. I do those in like 2 different phases. So I did phase 1 is over to the side. I'm letting it sit for a bit because I want to go ahead and get the body washes back in here so that I can keep moving. I just looked at my to-do list. It's long. I only have today to finish it. Let's get the washes. Batch number 1. This formula truly has not failed since the last vlog I posted for you guys right before I launched them. That was truly my last day of perfecting the formula, but I still get nervous every time I go to blend it. That's a perfect emulsion. All right. All 3 of these are jarred, bottled. Would you guys call this a jar or a bottle? They're contained. And then I also had a lot extra. I need to look at why my math ended up the way it did, but happy accident because I had enough to refill all of my sample containers just to keep them fresh, because of course these get opened up a ton each market, so way more than like an actual container would when you have it at your home. So I had enough to fill all of those, as well as these bags. I actually wanted to sell the bath salts in this size. I think this is about 20 ounces. So this is 8, this is 16, this is about 20. I had so much of the lavender left over. How did that happen? I had enough that I was able to actually make these little bags, which you see I wrote the name of each of these on the bag. I'm not selling them. This is for me, my mom, and Sydney, I guess. So I think they'll be happy. The lavender, there's like exactly 20 ounces of it. I wonder if I should fill up another. No, this is for me. And that is that on that. Let me check the temperature on the body washes. I think those should be coming down. And then it's almost time for another snack break. I'm feeling my energy start to dip. So maybe I need something sweet. All right, I almost called it quits and went to bed for the night, but I know I'm going to be so proud of myself in the morning when I can sleep in for an extra 30 minutes to an hour because I got all of this done. So I guess it's all relative because like I'm staying up longer so that I don't have to wake up early. In my head it works because I'm much more of like a morning person. Okay, actually, is that true? I like to wake up early. I can get up early, but I like to work at night. So I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. and have to label all of this stuff. I know myself. That would start off my morning on the wrong foot, and I don't need that energy going into a big market. We are finishing this tonight. I think I still need to print some labels. I usually like to do before I get started so that I don't have to stop once I'm in the groove, but we're just doing what we can do to get done. It's 11 o'clock and I have not eaten dinner. It's sitting there waiting for me. The second that I eat, sit down, get comfortable, I'm not coming back to this. It's all for the greater good. Help me. So as a quick recap, this is everything that I got done today with the body washes. I did make myself more of these kind of hybrid bottles. This is actually the same one that I made a while back. I actually don't remember when it was. It's too pretty and I haven't used it yet. And now I have another one, the white tea and bergamot, dark pomegranate, and cashmere and silk on the bottom, and then just again some extra. These I'm going to label in the morning because they're still a little warm, so I just want to let them completely cool before I fully screw down these caps and then, you know, put them on their side to label. The body scrubs for now are over here. This was dark pomegranate and I actually finished it filling up some jars. And then I have white tea and bergamot back there. But those are the 4 that are done. I'm gonna move them over to the other shelf tomorrow. I truly just took what I needed for this market and I'll finish filling jars next week. And similar deal over here. You see, I still have some things that are unlabeled here in the back. Those are the body oils and some bath salts that I just don't need tomorrow. I took the inventory that I need and that's what you guys just watched me label. Everything else I will finish next week. We're conserving energy at this point. The only thing not pictured here, videoed here, are the net sponges, which again, my guardian angels, my sister, my mom, bagged those up for me. So I'll add those to the inventory in the morning and they will be at the market. Everything is done. I just need to pack these things up. So I'll do that off camera. This is the best place to go ahead and close out this video. Whew. I say this every time I take a little break, but it feels really good to be back on camera, in the groove, back in the studio, all the things. So thank you guys again for your patience with me while I was, you know, healing and dealing, but we are back and ready to hit this market tomorrow. I'm so excited. I have been wanting to be back out in Charlotte for this market this whole year. So I'm very, very happy. I will be filming this market, but like I said, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break between the market vlogs because there's been so many back to back. So for those of you who love them, another one's coming for you in about 2 weeks, maybe next week or the week after. We will see. It's a new location, a similar market to one I've done in the past. I will explain in that video. So we'll talk more then. For now, I'm going to pack this up. I'm going to eat my dinner. I'm going to directly get in bed, start up in the morning, make some sales. So if you like this video and you are new to the channel, please trust me when I say I will be back more consistently going forward. And I have more content coming for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, leave a comment below, share with your friends, do all the things. If you're returning, love you guys. And again, just one more quick shout out to everybody who shopped directly on my site during this little break that I took online. You guys truly made my day multiple times, back to back. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your kind words and well wishes, all the things. You guys are truly, you're everything. Thank you so much. That's it for me tonight, you guys. I will see you bright and early in the morning. For me, in the morning, but I'll see you next week. Bye.